OG3 really told me that, right? He says, yo, we call YB 100 mil out the garage. Why? They said in 2023, they say Youngboy ran up $100 million on house arrest, just basically making videos inside his garage. 100 mil out the garage. Now, I'm not trying to do a pocket watch, but I guess I am pocket watching. I know some of y'all say, what the fuck? How Youngboy get do 100 million in a year in his garage? Well, supposedly he had sold some of he had sold some of his catalog. I think he had gotten like 40 or 50 million from that. He did a $30 million deal, or was it 30 or 40 million deal with Capitol for his new record deal because he left Atlantic. And I forgot he did some other deal. Like he did a bunch of deals, and also he was streaming really well, like he always does. But supposedly he ran up $100 million. My boy was wheeling and dealing, doing his thing, having it his way, right? That's why they call him 100 mil from the garage, and that's him on house arrest. So cool, that happens, and while all this is happening, he's on house arrest, and if you ever wonder, like, I got like a couple of interviews that never came out, and we'll see what happens with them. Obviously, you know about that one that I said he requested it don't come out till a certain time, but we did some other stuff, and without getting too descriptive on it, we were planning it for a while, and at times he would call me. I was on the phone, and I hope if he hears this, I hope he doesn't get mad at me. Because I'm not trying to expose him or nothing like that, but it doesn't make him look bad. So that's the only reason why I'm sharing it. I'm on the phone with him, and while we're on the phone, we're just chopping it up, talking about whatever. I hear him like approve a $6 million real estate deal. Like, he gets a call, somebody walks in the room, hey, remember the deal, the $6 million, or we're gonna blah blah. Hey, say wired. And I knew then that despite what we're seeing with Youngboy, that boy know what's up with his bread. That boy's he's smart with his money. He's making sure he's getting into real estate. $6 million. That's a fact. Okay. And that told me that, yeah, he's probably reckless. He probably does buy a bunch of shit that probably don't need, whatever. But a guy who makes $100 million a year, he knows at least some of it, let's get into investing. So if he's investing in real estate, I actually believe that his investments would also turn to maybe owning some valuable assets within music. Rockefeller, 33% of Rockefeller could be valuable, especially if now he owns it. And we all know YB has a real love for nostalgia when it comes to music. He could possibly help bring that value up, maybe with certain moves if that was within his heart at the time. So I actually do believe that maybe he was interested in and said, hey, I'll give $2 million for it. And that would have been dope. That would have absolutely been dope. So I know Cam is painting this out like Dame is just lying, but I don't think he was lying about that. Like, YB is, he's a power player in the game. Also, I believe that Drake was down to spend some money. We've seen Drake buy a lot of these, artifacts, a lot of people's, pieces that he wanted to keep as, cultural emblems and things that could go up in worth because these are historic. So I definitely see Drake trying to buy things of the nature. So I'm glad Youngboy has that mindset. I believe it wholeheartedly. And I believe he getting all that back. He just got 50 mil for a tour. He using that money. He gonna buy some bullshit, but trick on some chicks a little bit, you know what I mean? But he gonna get to the shit. And I'm proud of him for that. So I actually do believe that.